Hello my dear students and welcome once again to Zenith Academy Online. Today we are doing lecture 2 of quadratic equations. In lecture 1 I had explained you what are quadratic equations, what is the standard form of writing quadratic equations, how to identify whether this is a quadratic equation or not, and if uh, roots are given of the quadratic equation, how to check whether these values are the roots of the quadratic equation, and when one root is given, how to find the unknown. Today we are doing how to solve the quadratic equations and find the value of x by using factorization method. So let's start. We are solving today quadratic equations by the method of factorization. So we all know the standard form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, isn't it? So now what we will do? So first of all, we will write the equation in this form. Then we will factorize the left hand side into the linear factors. Equate the linear factors with 0 separately. Okay, and then solve the two equations. Let's do it. We don't have to use the steps, we don't have to write the steps. Okay, so this is the first example. I will take a lot of examples today and I will teach you factorization like none another. Let's start. So this is our first equation. Okay, this is a quadratic equation. First we have to see whether it is a quadratic equation and is it written in the standard form or not. So this is a quadratic equation, right? Because it is ax square plus bx plus c इसी फॉर्म की है. This is of the same form, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and it is written in the standard form, correct? So let's start. So first step is writing it in the standard form. Second step, ये जो this middle term is there, minus 9x. Okay, we have to split this middle term into two numbers such that, two factors such that the sum of these two should be the middle term, that is minus 9x, and the multiplication of these two, the same these two, should be first term into the last term along with the sign. So x square into 20, that is 20x square. Now tell me what should be these two numbers. Come on. See, 20x square. Okay, so you have to find basically the factors of 20. So what can be the factors of 20? See, 2 tens are 20, 2 fives are 10, then 5 ones are 5, right? So it can be either 2 or 10, it can be 4 or 5, anything, right? So if we take 4x into 5x, it will be 20x square, and if we take 4x plus 5x, it will be 9x. But I want minus 9x, isn't it? We need minus 9x. So if I do this minus 4, so both sign will be different and you have to subtract, or 1x हो जाएगा. So if we take both of them as minus 4x and minus 5x, then the addition will give you minus 9x. And if I take minus 4x into minus 5x, it will give you 20x square, isn't it? So our factors are minus 4x and minus 5x. Now you copy these as it is. So this will be x square minus 4x minus 5x plus 20 equal to 0. Correct? Now you check in these first two, you group them into two. Okay, like this. So in this 2, what is common? Only x is common. So in the bracket, so from this one, if I take x outside, only 1x remains. From this, if I have taken x outside, minus 4 remains. Correct? So the same bracket should come here as well. x minus 4 यहाँ भी आना चाहिए. तो पहले से ही हमने लिख लिया, right? So outside here will be minus 5. Can you check? Minus 5 into x is minus 5x. Minus 5 into minus 4 is plus 20. And this is equal to 0. Now, students, listen to me very carefully. Most of the students don't do like this. What do? They take common. Okay, कि इन दोनों में से what is common? So suppose if you take minus 5 common, then it becomes correct, x minus 4. Okay, but what if you take plus 5 common? If you take 5 is only common, then it will become minus x plus 4. So there will be some confusion. Okay, that is why what do I recommend? What do I say? Ki whatever you have got in brackets here, this x minus 4 should come here. Same. I want same things in the brackets. So now check the first term. If x is inside, outside it will be minus 5. So now what to do? Take this x minus 5, make this as one of the factor. Okay. And then this common one, x minus 4, is another factor. This is how you write it. Only once you have to write. And this is equal to 0. Now you can equate both of them to 0 and make a linear equation in one variable. So x minus 5 is also equal to 0 and x minus 4 is also equal to 0. So you can write x, if you take minus 5 on the other side, it becomes x is equal to 5. This is one of the roots or one of the solution of the quadratic equation. And here if you take minus 4 on the other side, it becomes x equal to 4. Have you understood? So the solutions of this quadratic equation or roots of this quadratic equation are 5 and 4. So you have to write it like this. There always has to be two roots. Okay. Always remember, in quadratic equation there are two roots. So you will get two answers. So x is equal to 5, 4. This way also you can write both the roots together. This is the final answer. Let's do one more. We'll do lots of questions with lot of variety. Okay. Now see this. Is this a quadratic equation in the standard form? Yes, it is a quadratic equation in the standard form. We have first x square, then x, and then constant, which is equal to 0. So take the middlemost term, x term, split it into 2. You don't have to show arrow like this. I am doing it so that you understand very nicely. Okay. So these two numbers that you have to write here, the addition of these two should be the middle term, that is x, and the multiplication of these two should be the first and the last term along with the sign. So minus 20 into x square, that is minus 20x square. So what numbers should I write here? If I write 10x into 10x, it will be 20x square. So I have to make one minus, but here minus 10 and plus 10 will become 0. So I can't choose that, right? So it means my factors are wrong. So I have to choose some other factors. Can you tell me in the comment section what will be the factors? Okay, see, if I take 5x and 4x, okay, how we will determine sign कि क्या sign लगेगा? Here. देखो, if it is 5x and 4x, it will become 9x, but I want only x. So if it is 5x minus 4x, this is in positive and this is in negative, then it becomes positive x because the bigger number is positive. And here if I take minus 4x, then 5x into minus 4x will give you minus 20x square. So these two numbers are satisfying both the conditions. In exam, you have to show this to the examiner. Okay, this is very important. So here you write one is positive 5x square, 5x, and another is negative 4x. Then you copy x square minus 20 and equal to 0 as it is. Correct? Now see what is common in this two. Only x is common. So inside, if x is gone from here, only x is left. If x is gone from here, plus 5 is left. So same x plus 5 should come here. So what will come here? Tell me. If you see the first term, it is minus 4x. X is inside. So outside it will be minus 4. You check it. Minus 4 into x is minus 4x. Minus 4 into plus 5 is minus 20. So this is correct. So now you have got x minus 4 as one of the factor. And the common one in the bracket, x plus 5. This is equal to 0. So now you equate both the linear factors with 0. So x minus 4 is 0. X plus 5 is also equal to 0. So if you take minus 4 on the other side, it becomes x is equal to 4. This is one of the solutions or one of the roots. And if you take plus 5 on the other side, it becomes minus 5. Okay. So what you can write, x is equal to 4 and minus 5. These are the minus 4 or positive 4 and minus 5. These are the values of x. Okay, these are the two roots, x equal to 4, x equal to minus 5. I hope this is clear to you all. Next, is this in the standard form? Yes, because y square is written here, y is written here, constant is written here, equal to 0. So yes, this is in standard form. So let's begin. Split this into 2. Now I'm writing it here, okay. The sum of these two should be 27y, and the multiplication of these two should be what? 2y square into plus 13, that is 26y square. So what can be the factors, bachcho? Can I write 26y into y will give you 26y square, and 26y plus y will give you 27y, because this is 1, right? So I write 2y square plus 13 and 0 as it is, and then these two factors. Okay, so I'm writing 1y here and 26y here. You can change the order, anything you can do. Okay, because there is common in 26 and 13 now, that's why I've kept it like that. Now simply choose from, make these. Now what is common in this first one? Only y is common. So inside I will get 2y plus 1, isn't it? From this, if I take 1y out, if I take this y out, I will get only 2y. And here if I take this y out, I will get 1, 2y plus 1. So here also you should get 2y plus 1. So see the first term, it is 26y and 2y is inside. So what remains? 13. So check, 13 into 2y is 26y, 13 into 1 is 13. Is that clear? So y plus 13 is one of the factor and 2y plus 1 is another factor, and both of them are equated to 0. Now you equate it single-handedly. So y plus 13 is equal to 0 and 2y plus 1 is also equal to 0. Take this plus 13 on the other side. So y equal to minus 13. This is one of the roots. Now take this plus 1 on the other side. So we get 2,1 is equal to minus 1. So what will be y? Therefore y will be equal to minus 1 by 2. This 2 is multiplied here. When it goes on the other side, it becomes divided. So this is the other root. So we have got both the roots of this quadratic equation. If you have liked this, if you have understood this very well, keep on liking the video. Give it a like. एक like तो बनता है ना? चलो, let's see this question. Now, is this in the standard form? No. So first we will write it in the standard form. Okay, let me change the color. So this becomes 5m square minus 22m minus 15 is equal to 0. Now it is in the standard form. Now you take the middlemost and separate it into 2 such that the addition of these two should give you the middle term, that is minus 22m, and the multiplication of these two should give you the first term and the last term along with the sign. So minus 15 into 5m square. Okay, so it is minus 75m square. So here you write minus 75m square. It is very, very, very important to show this. Okay, show this, what is there on the right hand side. So what can be the factors now? It is easily seen, 25 into 3 is 75, right? So 25m, 3m. अब minus कहाँ लगेगा? I will check from here. देखो, if I take this 25m and plus 3m if I do, then it will be 28. But if I do minus 3, then it will become पॉजिटिव 22m, क्योंकि बड़े का साइन लगेगा तो मैं इसको माइनस नहीं करूंगी, ठीक है? मैं क्या करूंगी? इसको माइनस करूंगी, तभी तो बड़े का साइन लगेगा. So here is minus 25m. So I will write minus 25m plus 3m because that is equal to minus 22m, and minus 25m into 3m is minus 75m square. Correct? If you have any doubt, you can go back, थोड़ा सा back जाके फिर से देखो, you will understand. Correct? Now from this take out the common. 5 is common and m is also common. So if I take 5 and m out of it, only m remains. Here minus remains, 5 and m is taken out, so 5m remains. So here also it should come m minus 5. Sorry, just a second. M nahi hoga na, m is already out. Okay, so here also it is m minus 5. ये और ये same होना चाहिए. तो यहाँ बाहर क्या लिखूं? Plus 3m, plus 3, right? So plus 3 into m is plus 3m, plus 3 into minus 5 is minus 15. This is equal to 0. Now you write the factors. One, yeah, outside 1. So this is 5m plus 3 is outside. And we have this common one, m minus 5. Both of them are equal to 0. So I will change the color. So 5m plus 3 is equal to 0. And m minus 5 is also equal to 0. So you can write 5m is equal to minus 3 because you have taken this plus 3 on the other side. Therefore, m will be equal to minus 3 by 5. This is one of the squares or one of the roots of the quadratic equation. This one is easy. Take minus 5 on the other side. So m becomes equal to 5. So m equal to minus 3 by 5 and m equal to 5 are the two roots of the above quadratic equation. Let's go ahead. Now, bachcho, see here, if there is a 2, if there is anything in the denominator, okay, many students get scared seeing this. Okay, so don't get scared at all. If there is any number here, we will get rid of it. Okay, see here, 2x square minus 2x plus half is equal to 0. Now there is a 2 in the denominator, so I want to get rid of it. So what I will do, I will multiply each and every term with 2. So this term is multiplied with 2. This term is also multiplied with 2. This term is also multiplied with 2. Here also you can multiply with 2. Okay. So now what will happen? This 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. So here this becomes 4x square. This becomes minus 4x. This becomes plus 1 is equal to 0 because 0 into 2 is 0. Now is it a simple quadratic equation? There is no fraction into it. So can we solve it normally? Right? So split this. So when you split this, okay, the sum of these two should be equal to minus 4x and the multiplication of these two should be this into this. So 4x square. So what can be the number? What are the factors of 4? 2 and 2. So if I take 2x into 2x, it becomes 4x square. But 2x plus 2x is 4x. I want a minus here. So what I can do is minus 2x gives you minus 4x. Similarly, minus 2x into minus 2x gives positive 4x square. Right? So my factors are clearly minus 2x and minus 2x. So these are my factors. I will copy the other things as it is and solve it in the normal way. So what is common here? 2 is common, x is also common. Right? So if I take 2 and x out of it, 2x is remaining, then minus 1. So same bracket should come here, 2x minus 1. But here if you see it is minus 2x. So I will take minus 1 outside. Is it clear? Whenever you have a doubt, just go 5 seconds back and watch it again. So what is outside? 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1 is there. And the common one is also 2x minus 1. So both the roots will come same now. This is equal to 0. So 2x minus 1 is also equal to 0 and 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So now in both the cases, what will be my x? X will be 1 by 2. Minus 1 goes there, it becomes 1, then divide by 2. X equal to 1 by 2. Here also x is equal to 1 by 2. So these are the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay. So whenever you get anything in the denominator, you multiply each and every term with the same number. Okay. You multiply this also with 2, multiply this also with 2, multiply this also with 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. And multiply this also with 2. Chalo, let's see one more type of question. So today I am just explaining you factorization. We will do a lot of questions of factorization from this book. I have this book. This is for CBSE. Most likely CBSE Question Bank, Chapterwise and Categorywise. In this there are lots and lots and lots of questions from each chapter, and quadratic equation is there. So this is basically that lesson would be basically common for CBSE, ICSE, even state boards and IB. Everyone has quadratic equation. So all of you can watch the videos that I make, and the link of this particular book I will give you in the description box. This is an amazing book for CBSE students. So let's do this. Now what you can see, this is 6x minus 2 by x is equal to 1, isn't it? So now x is in the denominator. Whatever is there in the denominator, you multiply each term with that term. Understood? This is the first step. Now this becomes 6x square minus this x and this x gets cancelled. So minus 2 is equal to 1x. So now bring the 1x on the other side and you have to make it standard also. So 6x square के बाद में आएगा minus 1x or only x, minus 2 is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation in the standard form. 6x square minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. Right? So if you have got an equation like this, this is how you have to bring it to a standard equation. Always remember, देखो, kids can make a mistake here. क्या mistake करते हैं बच्चे? देखो, they will write 6x square minus 2 minus x is equal to 0, and then they will start splitting this, which is a completely wrong way. This is not a standard way, standard form of quadratic equation. This is the standard form. Okay, this is the standard form. So you have to split minus x and not minus 2, right? So कैसे split करेंगे? ये दो factors होंगे such that the sum of them is minus x. Okay, and the multiplication of them should be equal to this into this, that is minus 12x square. So what numbers can I take? 4x and 3x will become 12x square, and 4x और 3x अगर मैं लूँ, मुझे minus x चाहिए. So I will put a minus on the bigger number. Minus 4x plus 3x gives you minus x, and minus 4x into 3x will give you minus 12x square. So I will have a plus 3x and minus 4x as factors. So I will copy 6x square and minus 2 as it is. I hope this is clear. ये 4 और 2 के साथ कॉमन निकालना इजी था, इसलिए मैंने 4 को यहाँ लिखा है और 3 को यहाँ लिखा है. करेक्ट? Now see this. What is common? 3x is common. So in this, from this, if I take 3x out, I will get only 2x plus 1. So here also I should get 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So outside what I should write? See the first term, minus 4x, और 2x मैंने already अंदर ले लिया है. So I will write minus 2 outside. Correct? So I have one factor as 3x minus 2 and another factor as 2x plus 1. If I equate both of them to 0, then 3x minus 2 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Correct? I'll have to rub some things here. Okay. Now, what I can write? 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Therefore, 3x is equal to positive 2. So, x is equal to 2 by 3. This is one of the factors. Correct? Now, 2x plus 1 is also equal to 0. So, 2x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1 by 2. This is another root. So, these are the two solutions of this quadratic equation. I hope this is also clear to you. Now, let's go to more complicated ones. That is roots. So, whenever roots comes, especially my girls get really scared. Just a second. Let me reduce the volume. Okay, see here now. Is this in the standard form? Yes, it is in the standard form. This is the middlemost term. I have to split it into 2. Okay, I have to split it into 2 such that, now watch here very carefully. Okay, sorry. Okay, watch very carefully, bachcho. Now, these two terms should be such that the sum of them should be 7x, the middle term, and the multiplication of them should be equal to this into this. So what is this? See, root 2x square into 5 root 2. What will be the answer? See, root 2 into root 2 is 2, and then there is a 5, and then there is a x square. So you get 10x square. Is it clear? Or shall I explain again? Wait, I will explain this again. Many students get confused here. Watch carefully, okay? See, root 2x square into 5 root 2. If you see here, there is nothing but 1. So 1 into 5 is 5. Then there is root 2 into root 2 is 2. And then there is an x square. So it becomes 10x square. So the multiplication of these two should be 10x square. Correct? Correct, students? So what can be the factors? Can you tell me now? Now it becomes really easy. What can be the factors? The factors, see, 7x is the sum. So 5x into 2x is 10x square, and 5x plus 2x is 7x, isn't it? So I will write root 2x square as it is, plus 5 root 2 and 0 as it is. Now I have to write 5x and 2x. So here I will write 2x because taking out common would be easy. And here I would write 5x. You can change the order and write, no issues. Now see, whenever there is a root, okay, whenever there is a root in your quadratic equation, when you are finding out the common, ठीक है, directly common नहीं find out करोगे, इसको expand करेंगे. See, watch here. Root 2x square can be written as root 2 into x, right? And 2x, 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. Is it? 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. So we have written 2 as root 2 into root 2, and then there is an x. Okay, because we have to find common in between. अब यहाँ तो common 5 easy है, so I will write only 5x and only 5 root 2. Now you see the common between these two. What do you see? Root 2 is common and x is common. Okay. Now, if you see, from here if I have taken root 2 and x, what remains? Only x. From here if I take root 2 into x, what remains? Only root 2 remains. Clear to you? So in this, again x plus root 2 should come as a bracket. So from this, if I have taken x inside, what remains outside? Plus 5. So see, plus 5 into x is 5x, plus 5 into plus root 2 is plus 5 root 2. Correct? So now see the outside one is root 2x plus 5. And inside one is x plus root 2. This both are equal to 0. I will equate each of them to 0. So root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Also x plus root 2 is equal to 0. In the first one, I can write root 2x is equal to minus 5. So x is equal to minus 5 divided by root 2. This is the first solution, first root. And this is very easy, plus root 2 goes there. So x is equal to minus root 2. This is the second one. So we will just check this once again. Dekho. What we did, we split 7x into 2x plus 5x. Right? You have to mention this, what is there on the right hand side, ki how you split it, such that the sum becomes the middlemost term and the multiplication becomes the first and the last term. So 5x and 2x are the factors. So you write 2x and 5x here. Out you open this. So this is root 2x x, root 2 x, and this is as it is. Then from this, root 2 and x is common. So you write x plus root 2 inside. Here x plus root 2 is common. So you write plus 5 outside. Okay. Then root 2x plus 5 and x plus root 2 is 0. Equate both of them to 0 and find the final answer. Okay. Let's go. Now this is even tougher. So earlier question we saw, in the earlier question we saw that roots are on the extreme sides, है ना? दोनों extreme side पे थे. Now in this case the root is in the middle term. The root is in the middle term. So if you follow my simple trick, you will be able to understand this also very well. So you have to split this into 2, okay, such that the sum of them should become minus 2 root 6 into x, and the product of these two should become this into this, that is 6x square. Okay. Now you see this very carefully. Okay. In splitting, whenever you have a root in between, what do? This root 6 will be a part of these numbers. दोनों देखो root 6 होंगे ही. देखो, so if I take root 6x into root 6x, I will get 6x square. Correct? And if I take root 6 plus root 6, देखो, root 6x plus root 6x if I take. So what I will get, see, if there is nothing, it is 1 and 1. So it becomes 1 plus 1 is 2. And root 6 is common. So 2 root 6x. नहीं समझा? रुको वापस समझाती हूँ ये वाला. देखो. Watch carefully. If I take root 6x plus root 6x. So it is nothing but 1 and 1 here. So what is common here? What is common here? Root 6 is common and x is common. So here I will have 1 as the coefficient here and 1 as the coefficient here. So 1 plus 1 remains inside. So it becomes 2 root 6x. देखो ना, this plus this. दोनों same चीजें हैं. दोनों को add की. So 1 apple plus 1 apple is equal to 2 apple. Right? Same way root 6x plus root 6x is 2 root 6x. But here we have got minus 2 root 6x. So we don't have to do anything. Just इन दोनों को minus minus कर दो. So minus 1 will give you minus 2. So here you will get minus 2. So you have got minus 6 minus root 6x minus root 6x. Here also minus into minus is anyways plus. I hope you have understood this. Now, very nice. कहीं पे भी डाउट आए फिर से पीछे जाके समझ लो. तो हमेशा याद रहे, whenever we are doing the splitting and in between there is root, तो root की जो भी value है, don't see the coefficient, this value will obviously come here in the factors. Okay, so we have 3x square minus root 6x minus root 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now again as I said, जब भी root हो तो इसको पूरा open करना है. So 3 can be written as, 3 कैसे लिख सकते हैं हम? root 3 into root 3 and x square like this. Now minus root 6. So minus तो लिख लिया. Root 6 can be written as root 2 into root 3, है ना. तो root 6 हो जाएगा. Similarly यहाँ पे भी root 2 into root 3 into x. Now 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. This is equal to 0. ऐसे स्प्लिट नहीं करोगे तो आपको कॉमन निकालना बहुत मुश्किल पड़ जाएगा. ठीक है. Now watch this. What is common? Root 3 is common. X is also common. So what you will write in the brackets? See, root 3 and x is taken out. So you get root 3 and x. Now here if root 3 and x is taken out, you get minus root 2 as common. So here also you should get the same common. पहले से ही हम लिख लेते हैं ऐसा. So from this, if root 3x is written inside, outside what you will get? Outside you will get minus root 2. है ना. You can check. Minus root 2 into root 3x is minus root 2 root 3x. Minus root 2 minus root 2 is plus 2. So this is same. Clear? So we have a factor root 3x minus root 2. And the common one also is root 3x minus root 2. Both are same. So we are going to have same values of x. Remember, the quadratic roots, the solutions can be same, can be different. Okay. So now root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0. Here also root 3x minus root 2 is equal to 0. So here you will get root 3x is equal to positive root 2 and x is equal to root 2 upon root 3, which can also be written like this. Similarly, this is also the same. So x can be written like this. So both the values are same. Okay, bachcho, the roots are real and equal. Now see this. See this. This is also another different type of question. Now this is also not in the standard form. So you just have to write it in the standard form. So 2m is multiplied here. It becomes 2m square. Then 2m into minus 24 is minus 48m, because m is here, is equal to 50. Bring it in the normal form. So 2m square minus 48m minus 50 is equal to 0. Before splitting, you can simplify this further. Kaise? Because all of them are getting divided by 2, hai na? So what you can do here is, this becomes m square minus 24m minus 25 is equal to 0. This becomes a simple quadratic equation. I hope now you are quite smart enough to solve this. So solve this. This is your homework. Write the answer in the comment section. Okay? Comment in the comment section the final answer. So I'm just now helping you how to simplify the quadratic equation. Now you can factorize. Now see this one, 25m square is equal to 9. So how you will do it? 25m square minus 9 is equal to 0. So is there anything common out here? There's no common here, right? So if we take a square root, it will, no, we will not take square root, we will take, see, it will become, yeah, if we take a square root, what we will get? See, just a minute, I will just erase this. Okay, so if we have 25m square is equal to 9, if we take a square root like this, we will get 5m is equal to, okay, plus, देखो, square root of 9 is plus minus 3, right? Right, plus minus 3. So if 5m is equal to plus minus 3, I can write 5m can be positive 3 and 5m can be negative 3. So here m can be equal to 3 by 5 and here m can be equal to minus 3 by 5. These are the two solutions. Correct? Now let's see here again. 7m square minus 21m is equal to 0. You find the common. Common is 7 and m. So you get m inside minus 3, because 3 into 7m is 21m. Correct? Is equal to 0. So 7m is also equal to 0 and m minus 3 is also equal to 0. Both of them are different factors. They are multiplied, na? Both are multiplied. Correct? So here m is equal to 0 by 7. So m is equal to 0. This is one of the roots. And here m is equal to only 3. M is 0 and m equal to 3. Correct? So many students will say, ma'am, हम इसको simple way से भी solve कर सकते थे, but that is a wrong way. See, many students in my class do it like this. Check here. 7m square is equal to 21m. They cancel this m and m. So 7m equal to 21. So m is equal to 21 by 7. So m is equal to 3. By this way, you will get only one value of m. क्योंकि यहाँ पे आपने square cut कर दिया. It becomes a linear equation. But for a quadratic equation, the values have to be 2. So that is why we will solve it like this. This is the correct method and this is the wrong method. Okay. Let's go ahead with next question. See here. M square minus 11 is 0. So you can write m square is equal to 11. So if you take a square root on both the side, so m is equal to plus minus square root of 11. This is how we write. So one m is plus root 11 and another m is minus root 11. You have to show both of them. You have to show two solutions. Okay, children? Okay, otherwise, usually what do students do? They write m is equal to square root of 11. तो एक ही आंसर हो गया. So this is wrong and this is the correct way. Got it? So this is also now a very, very easy one. So I think you can do this now in homework. I want you to do this homework. Do this in homework. If there is any problem, do write in the comment box and I will be very glad to help you. Okay. So these are some very simple questions. Now I want you to do all of them as homework. I will just go slowly. So 3x square minus 4x minus 15 is equal to 0. These questions I have given from here. Okay, from this book. The link of the book I'll give you down in the description box. So then this is the next question. Another one. Another one. In this, what you have to do? 4x square minus 6x minus 3 equal to 0. Divide everything. No, it is not getting divided. So you have to solve like this. So that was all for today. I hope you have understood factorization method very, very well. If you want to practice factorization method, more questions you want to practice, we will practice at the end of this series of quadratic equation. Tomorrow I will come up with solving quadratic equations by formula method and also by completing the square method. So see you all till then. Bye bye and have a nice day.